gentlemen, we are here again today with the Politic and Networking Show. I am your host, Riddell Resistance Norman. Thank you for joining us today. We are here at 705 St. Joseph Street, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, giving it to you once again. Today we have our special guest in the house. It's going to be Richard La Slaughter, coming all the way from Port Allen.
Greetings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want everybody to give a round of applause for this brother and welcome him on in.
Yeah.
Let's get it. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Port Allen's finest is in the building. My brother from another mother.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can be here. I'm glad you can, let us know what's going on with you.
All right.
Today, let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. I want you to let the people know your name, where you're from, what you got going on, and how they can get in touch with you.
All right. La. First and foremost, La, L-A-H-R caps, AKA Richard Slaughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm an author, a father. We help out in the neighborhoods, racks worldwide. We bring lawyers out to help people clear their records. I mean, we do random acts of kindness, basically. For-profit, media transfer. We work with artists. You know what I'm saying? Striving entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, people new to the business. We help them from start to the sustainability to some profitability. You know what I mean? We got results, and we just figured out a way to help people and keep it rolling.
I love that. To talk about more about the racks and your nonprofit and your for-profit stuff that you have going on, could you elaborate on some of the stuff that you have currently that y'all going to be launching?
Well, I mean, currently we thinking about just helping out. Disaster relief is coming up. I think that season we got to be looking out for floods and just stuff going wrong, hurricane. I ain't trying to scare anyone. I'm just talking about, do I need to get closer? I need to get closer.
Oh, no, you good.
All right, I'm just talking about being prepared. So we're working on an initiative to just help people during those times with the nonprofit, as well as still connecting people with lawyers. You know what I mean? Hit me up, hit anybody in the organization up. They'll direct you to a good lawyer if you have a record. You know what I'm saying? That's always going on. We've been doing that for years now. We continue to do all that. As far as with the business, we still printing up everybody's CDs. We getting people transitioned to digital too. So it's a duality. You know what I mean? People right now, it's a big debate about CDs versus digital music and things like that, and the conversation is up given I think a Instagram post about Juvenile talking about how somebody should promote. But anyhow, we still putting on. CDs are good. It's good business. Everybody ain't the same.
Yeah,
Let me put it like
right,
that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's no harm in doing everything. Because, you can't just be online. You can for maybe a taste. It happens for some. But, I just think you got to hit all facets. That's just part of the game. That's just part of being thorough.
Right.
So that's just my opinion on it. But we still putting out CDs, DVDs. We got websites. We helping people with social media maintenance. We just trying to help people elevate economics, all that, man. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
If a person, an aspiring artist was wanting to get in touch with you, how would they go about doing that?
225-916-0872. You know what I mean? I'm on all kind of fronts. We work with all kind of people, doing all kind of things. Hit me up.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And with a person trying to clear their record, that would be the same number they can get in touch with.
225-916-0872. Not hard to find. We just do a lot. It's a team effort though. Shout out to T. Brick, John for our strategy guy. Shout out to Bradley Brown, Caleb Moses. You know what I mean? Everybody that helps us, Miss Valley Brown, all that. Everybody. Shout out Tyron. Shout out. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, make sure you touch all bases with all those persons that make the operation run.
Katrina, Dallin, I just want to thank them so much. Baron, you know what I'm saying, Roberson, I don't know, just trying to make
Don't forget nobody now. You can't forget
you know what I
nobody,
mean?
you know, because you'll hear about that.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's just, I appreciate it because we talking about getting out here doing stuff that's not necessarily super lucrative. I mean, it does have its perks. There are like generous stages in it. You know, it's not as illustrious as but it is on levels. You know what I mean? It is. But the thing is about really doing good effectively. And you know, it teamwork make the dream work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need that team around you to make that fuel and everything that go straight that you need to go happen in your organization.
Yeah.
I also wanted to talk about you running for mayor of Port Allen.
Oh yes.
You know, I wanted you to dive into that. Are you thinking about running? Are you thinking about, you know, supporting another candidate? You know, what are your views and what are you going to do about that?
Man, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't think I want to run just because of red tape. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. You know, Port Allen is a beautiful place. I'm talking about if you look at it, just schematically, land, access, interstates, everything flows through it, right?
Right.
And it's so much potential to bring businesses and stuff like that, create jobs, all that. You know, if you in all that, like really build, develop, give opportunities, keep people here instead of leaving out of town. You know, it's all about mentality. So I can't force that upon anyone. But I'd rather just keep working. I don't know. I definitely don't see it in my future.
I understand. You know, politics it is a messy game. It's a very, very messy game.
Yeah, I mean, I got to know the people. I canvassed the streets. You know, my family and I. You know what I'm saying? We canvassed the streets, every street. We talked to the people. We knocked on the doors, presented them the vision, and you know. I don't know. It didn't work out, but I loved the process.
Right.
I met a lot of people. I got to learn a lot for any future endeavors I may have to just impact the city just however. Like it's to not stop just because I didn't win the election. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and what he's speaking about, Mr. Slaughter ran for the mayor of Port Allen, and he almost won. You know, a young black male from the streets of Port Allen, you know, to almost win an election in the city, you know, that's powerful, and you know that just goes to show you that anything is possible. You know.
Well, to be fair, I got my butt kicked pretty good. It was like 60, 30 something or something like that, but it was cool because you know it was a nice percentage. I got the word out. We really did some things. I wish I could have did some things better. But it was still a great learning experience. We got the youth engaged, and you know, it was cool, man. Beyond anything, just getting in that lane, putting yourself out there, hollering at the people. That's a trait anyway.
Right. Yeah. It's about the journey, you know. It's about the journey.
Bro, live banding. We talk to people. We get with the people. I've been spitting forever, so I'm always engaging people. Somebody always, you know, shouting out, showing love in some kind of fashion. So it's cool to be useful in multiple ways. You know what I mean? Just put on, show people how to get things done differently, and at the same time keep it true. That's it.
I understand completely.
That's it.
Well, I would hope to see you run for mayor one day. You know, we'll try to, you know, just keep that buzz in your ear about that. But we're gonna dive into a part of the show that I really hate to dive into. We do the body count in the city here. So today we're gonna be highlighting Jeremy Selvage. Excuse me if I got that wrong. But this young brother's funeral is today. And I'd just like to be praying for his family and loved ones and everybody that's associated with this young man's family. Big prayers to them. And I hope that everybody be praying for that family. Prayers up. On another note, last week we always like to give you correct information, and we had a typo. I want to give a shout out to Van Lathan. We mispronounced his name. We called him Van Jones. You know, they say all black people look alike. But we want to get that correct, you know, but big shout out to Van Lathan and also Van Jones as well. So we want to clear that up and let it be known. We don't want to, you know, make anybody mad, you know. So just to be clear, we love to have both of those gentlemen on the show. So, you know, shout out, tag them. Diving straight into it, we're going to get onto some topics that, I think that are real controversial right now. I think we're just going to dive straight into it. What are your thoughts on the immigration situation in South Texas right now?
It's been a lot of buzz about it. I have spoke about it on Facebook. I have, but my whole perspective is just the word illegal. It's not my opinion on it. I didn't create it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, given other aspects that impact black folks in terms of like the criminal justice, jail time. We talking about charges unlawfully, innocent proven to guilty. Sometimes things get overturned. All I'm saying is, you got other families that have been ripped apart by other institutions that were placed upon our people a long time ago. And not to sound like I just don't care. I'm definitely not saying that, because I definitely don't condone any like families being split apart. Right? I talk about the family structure often, so it's not that. It's more so it's like, well, we got to be more engaged in elevating our own culture instead of getting in all these fights that still leave us at the same point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just not the full emotion that people think about. Like, you see more people maybe on TV being magnified, but it's not like control. It's not like equity. You know what I mean? It's not like we building up bigger structures for the kids to see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's certain things that people have normalized and that they see every day, to where it's just subconsciously in their mind that, okay, this is how the power structure is supposed to be. This is apart families. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts. I'm like, well, dang, I don't want to say it must be nice, because I don't condone like families being ripped apart, but I'm just saying it took centuries to get to a point that people are getting to very fast, yet they don't shop with us, yet they don't break bread like that, yet they, you know what I'm saying, they come to our age, but it's still not for black specific legislation. Everything gets splits. Minority is anything not white per se. White is broken down different ways. Like, it's levels to this that people, I just be like, understand where you at so you could get, work smarter, not harder. You can't be complaining about the issues and keep on giving into the constraints holding you down. Yeah, that's all it's about. It's not about like rebellion. It's just about working smarter, not harder. I mean, stay working hard, grind diligently, but together, you know what I mean? Yeah. You definitely get things done faster.
So, I feel you completely with that. We do, as a people, need to be paying more attention to our problems. And but we also need to keep an eye out, because what happens to other people will maybe soon happen to us, because what's happening with that immigration situation down there, they're actually housing these immigrants in closed down Sam's Clubs and Walmarts. Sounds familiar to a lot of people, because we have a Sam's Club that was recently closed down here. So, just keep your eyes and ears open, in that situation. But
so basically, we saying it's money in detention.
Oh, most definitely. It's money in the jail system. It's money in detention. It's money in corralling people and locking them up.
So I'm like, you gotta let some people go, or change the legislation. Let's. It just need to be some kind of, I don't want to say reparation, that's strong, but it need to be some kind of like, damn.
Yeah, it needs to be some kind of reform going on with that.
It's like an overlookedness at times, You know what I mean? You get your problems passed up on, or not justified, and not
and are not at the forefront of
priorities. But you worried about like everything else, but you still complain about this and that. I'm not saying don't have compassion.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you can't be doing a million, you can't 100% like a million things.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Personally.
You have to focus,
Yeah,
knock it down. It's levels, like you say, to this.
Yeah, like you got to care that much about your own people though too.
Right.
Because you're sitting up here doing whatever, and then we got these issues. You just did the body count. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, what's up with that? And these are the things I like to talk about, because if we could fix that and have compassion, then I wouldn't say a thing. Cause I'd be like, cool, we aligning, we growing, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like we doing better. I know people making more money, but it's what you doing with your money. You know what I mean? You watch others come into the country. I'm not saying nothing about that. I get it. I don't care. I get your money. I love to see people get money. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about not just giving it away. You get what I'm saying? Don't just give it away. Make it work for you. You know what I mean? Like we come across paper.
Yeah.
we spend trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
So it ain't like the paper don't get got. It ain't like we don't see it. It just be going out to people that don't bring it back in. Like it's cool to show love. It's cool that we truly show love. We the harmonious people. You know what I mean? That's cool. Great. But you know where's the lifestyle?
Yeah.
Where's the lifestyle practices? I love spending with my own people. I spend with everybody. That's normalized. We gon' spend with whites, Arabs, and everybody. I don't be political others, right? We gon' spend with non-blacks, right? But you got to spend with your people too. So we upgrade too. I see all this business development going on, but you can't. You over here worry about this when you got the power to maybe do something over here.
Right. And we need to focus our money, and we spoke about this last week on following that money trail and spending black. We must, as a people, spend black, and we must know where the money is going. If we don't know where the money is going, and if we are not spending black, we are.
But we know where the money going. Come on now.
Yeah, we know where it's going, but it's few and far between that will even stand up and say anything about that. We have to get to a point where we need to.
Man, they don't have to say nothing. All I gotta do is do something. Do something different. Go hit Empire. I don't want to just throw. Some people, you don't know how people feel about the social climate, if it affects their business or whatever. All I'm saying is like prominent black business owners. I love black ownership. Every other race has an ownership established. Like they working with their people, they spending with their people, they getting money. You know what I mean? They coming up, teamwork. They might have somewhere to send it. We don't have nowhere to send it to grow it. Like what if we could send money to some other place and it's worth buku time, whatever, we could. It could be awesome, but our limitations have to change.
Right.
And we could do something about it. I'm not saying it's no system in place. I'm not saying there's no wrong happening. I'm not saying immigration like they not getting messed over. Not saying that. All I'm saying is illegal punishments tend to follow that. And it's not that I made the rules. It's not that I'm saying enforce them, whatever. I'm just saying they are enforced for other illegal activities. That's all. I'm just throwing that out there. So it's it would be nice to have something like that. Yeah, well, that we were kind of crappy and other situations that we deemed illegal that are no longer illegal or are increasingly getting like new legislation towards cutting it out completely. But it's like no reprieve. It's like, okay, another win for this and that and that, and then you got black folks still talking about no justice, no peace.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's a reciprocating door.
Yeah.
But I want to move along to another topic that's real controversial that happened in the city this week. It was a big indictment list that came out. It was several persons that was on this list in the city. I think it might have been maybe 25 to 30 persons on the list that I saw. A lot of females on this list. And I just want to, let the people out there know that the feds are not playing, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful, because what you do affects more than you. When you see this indictment list, you see people's names on them, but what you don't see is their families' names, their children, their mothers, their fathers, their sisters, their brothers. This affects the whole community. When a person is taken to jail, this affects the whole community. So I would tell you, I know it's a lot of people that say, hey, I gotta get my money, but it's more than one way to skin a cat, and I would just pray that a lot of us would just, be mindful of the situation, that the feds are not playing. And if a lot of people saw that indictment list that came out this week, you would know that it's serious out here. And they will come and get you and throw you away. So I would just, let everybody know that's in that situation, if you are living that lifestyle, to be careful and be mindful of the choices and the decisions that you make in your life, and just know that it could happen to you. You may have not been on this indictment list, but there will be more. That's what they do. They indict people. That's their job. So I just want to be praying for those persons who were indicted, especially those young ladies that were indicted. I won't speak no names, but big prayers to their families. Big prayers to to everybody that's associated with them, and the best to them. Just pray for those persons. Turning it over to you. How do you feel about the current situation going on as far as people going to jail for selling drugs in the community in Baton Rouge and the Port Allen area?
I just went into a spiel about opportunities. Working smarter, not harder. I can't speak as to anyone's motives, judgment levels. All I can do is try to be an example.
Right. What advice can you give those persons that are currently living that lifestyle, and that you can, kind of give them some words of advice to kind of encourage them to go another path?
Stay out of jail.
Yeah, most definitely.
Stay out of jail like that. I don't know. That cannot be any fun. That cannot be any fun. I love BR. I just love the scenery. It can't be any fun not having that. Not having access to mobility, moving around, vacationing. You know what I mean? Traveling, doing other things, investing. You never know. Prison might be the spot. I don't know.
I can vouch it is not the spot. that is not the place to be, ladies and gentlemen. Jail is not fun.
So I'm just trying to throw it out there. I know. That's why I try to be part of the solution.
Yeah.
Opportunity, maybe I don't know what it is. I work with various types of people. I put it out there, and that's what we do. We brainstorm. You know what I mean? We talk about strengths, weaknesses. We figure out how to monetize, get started, anything but going to jail. My brother.
Yeah, anything but
Public speaking, whatever. Any soft skills, anything we could do. That's kind of what being out here is about. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got to be vocal. Not trying to challenge the system. I'm just sitting up here just like, man, what's good? What we gonna do? I'm with it. Y'all won't make it happen, spend with each other, spend with black businesses, y'all wanna get it up there, own some stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever you wanna do. Anything to stay out of jail, wealth is passed down, right? So if people could not have to look at those situations, circumstances, unless they just selling drugs, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just imagine being born into wealth and just deciding to sell drugs. That's a crazy lifestyle choice unless you you going hard. Whatever. I ain't the one to judge. All I'm saying is jail don't seem like the fun place to be. I'm throwing it out there. If you anything like me, I love to travel. I love great scenery. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. It's very fun being in this free world.
Yeah.
It's very fun. So, back to, I want to switch it back over to, I actually want to touch on two more topics that happened this week. The young man, XXX Extension, that was killed in Florida this week. He was tragically gunned down in his vehicle leaving a Harley Davidson dealership. 20 years old when he was gunned down tragically. It's been a rash of, especially in Baton Rouge, it's been a rash of rappers, losing their lives. That environment that's going on right now is real crazy. What are your thoughts on that?
Everything I've been saying, mixed with violence begets violence. I'm telling you, I don't want to be the judge. You know what I mean? Because everybody's situation is different, right?
Right.
I don't know what somebody did, whatever. I don't condone it. It's murder is just whatever. But I don't know what people, anyway, all I'm saying is like, to be encouraging it and everything we see, and I'm cool with variety, but you gotta, with these bust up families, with people having to work 2-3 jobs, you know what I'm saying? With all that, and you gotta be a parent and keep your kids out of like influences or whatever. Whatever make people do whatever, because I want to say is this and that, you know, I hate to tiptoe around it, but there are negative influences everywhere. And to encourage that, to capitalize on that, to just be consumed in that, that's gonna get like passed down, it's gonna be translated all kind of ways. Like we talking about like volatility. It's like chemicals, indulgence. You know what I'm saying? Like we messing with all this. We putting it out there. We saying it's free, it's available. We don't want to stop knowledge, and I ain't trying to stop nobody's knowledge, but you got to be able to manage what you learn.
Yeah.
Because then you move the wrong way, there are different consequences to exposing information and this and that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's still good to get it, but you have to process it to where it don't turn into nothing violent. And I'm saying that ain't working. And it's being perpetuated in all kind of facets, entertainment, books, films, it's on demand out there, whatever. It's nothing wrong, like I say, with getting your money, getting it out there, but we talking about, it's just out there. And you expecting all these people just to deal with it the right way, school shootings, all this, you know what I mean, violences, whatever.
And speaking of another shooting, I want to take it and also with the body count, let's give a rest in peace shout out to 17-year-old Antoine Rose that was gunned down by Pittsburgh police this week. You know, it has happened again. You know, we always in the same situation, you know, with the same outcome, with the same results, you know. Young man that was tragically gunned down, shot in the back. He was fleeing from police and the police officer shot him, gunned down in cold blood, basically. And, you know, it's continuing to happen, you know, different parts of the country. We continue to have, you know, police shooting young black men, unarmed black men at that, you know. And that's a different situation. We've all dealt with that here in the Baton Rouge area. What are your thoughts on that?
Once again, bro, I mean, it's not like the first time this type of thing happens. It's not an insensitivity. It's just more like a antsiness to be proactive about making sure these things happen less and less. Like, what is it? Like, why are the same things happening over and over?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is it on us? Is it on them? Like, what can we do? That's all I'm talking about. We have to push for more legislation. Once again, that's that focus on getting things that actually help situations change. Because if the same thing keep happening, it's like it's ineffective. Mm-hmm. That's just logical thinking. Maybe I'm tripping, but that's just like if we having this problem over and over, and we doing this, but we fighting for this, but we still got this, and it's just getting caught up in all this saturation. The ball gets lost in this per se, perhaps, I don't know. And the same thing happens. So whether it's I don't know what training is, I don't know if it's just a morality thing that makes us animals to certain people, you know what I mean? You got these police shootings that happen all the damn time. Like, what's the motive? And what can we do to change it for real?
Yeah.
Real like things that will stop it from happening if possible, or lessen it, or something. Or is it lay down season? I don't know. Is it lay down? I don't know. That's what I'm asking, because you got all these people like XXX dying at the hands of, you know, you got all this interior murder, all this lack of I don't know. I don't know if it's work. I don't know what caused us to just be so violent, and then expect people to not value us less or to think of us as violent. It's different psychological patterns that go on. You know, I'm just trying to be considerate and not just feel a certain way. But it's like, man, people gonna value us less if they constantly seeing us killing each other. Like all this stuff, it gels together.
Right, and that's what I speak about all the time, ladies and gentlemen. We must self-check before we go and check anybody else.
But no, I'm not saying that the police weren't wrong.
Right.
I'm just saying we have to do things to address what's always happening, what's constantly happening. Because it's not just us. Yeah, we got to do our thing, but it is something on that side, or it's something over there, either in that force or in the people in the force. You know, it's something not of us that's causing people to kill us. You know what I mean, or to shoot us down. Instead of, I don't know what it's like out there. You know, all I'm saying is it keeps on happening. So let's figure out what to do. Like, let's try to get with the people who know, or let's just figure out what we could do, move differently to get different results.
Yeah, I understand that completely. We are about the 31-minute mark now, but I'd like to touch on one last subject, and I know that you can kind of school us up on this one. I've kind of heard you talking about this before, cryptocurrency.
Oh.
And I'd like you to kind of give us a run because I'm green on the subject. I've heard about it. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard you speaking about it before. And could you elaborate exactly what's going on with the cryptocurrency movement and how does that work? What's going on with that, and how does that accumulate money? And is that a smart thing to do?
Okay. Now, if you go invest, this is money you have to be willing to lose, just as any gamble. You know what I mean? The investing is just building capital, you know what I mean, exponentially faster per se with the stock market, cryptocurrency, which is digital currency. It is more so X's and O's, ones and O's. It is more so online digital gold as opposed to Fort Knox gold, the gold standard that's supposed to be backing the dollar that's losing value. I hate to sound scattered, I'm trying to break it down. It's just an overall picture I present. Cryptocurrency, it's Bitcoin, it's Litecoin, it's Ethereum, it's EOS, it's Zen. Yeah, I know about Ripple, and if you just tune in a little bit, it's all these companies creating digital currencies, and hopefully they have a utility in the future. It's about transferring money, getting into third world countries that normally can't get the funds sent down there, they can't trace the money. It's blockchain technology. You get what I'm saying? Crypto isn't just the forex, which is which is foreign exchange, which is currency, like currency exchange. That's more so dollars, yens, euros, all that. That's more the tangible. You know, you're supposed to get a little bit of all this. That's what I'm talking about. If you can, or find a way. But the thing about crypto is, unlike traditional stocks, which are like Amazon, Apple, you get what I'm saying, which are like Nike, Jordan, Nike, Jordan, same thing, which is all that stuff on the stock market, right? Versus having to buy in a whole share, which might be $1,600 a share if it's Amazon, and Apple is maybe like $200 a share. Bitcoin you could buy in fractionally, by the piece. So you could keep putting 20s in, get you some Litecoin, keep putting 20s in, get you some Ethereum. You know, it's like Acorns and Stash apps. You know, it's micro investing. It lets you build at any level. So it's almost like there's no excuse to get into it if you want to get into it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But what it does, different utility is just moving money. You got Trusted Bit with airline reimbursements. It's all these utilities, just like apps, but with currency. It's just a way to be more convenient, move fast around. It's digital currency. It's all this. It's this big old space.
Yeah.
So it's not just like dollars, yen, whatever. That's money tangible. That's that.
Worldwide money.
Right. You know, it's all this. It's a transfer of wealth. You gotta understand that, like with cryptocurrency, yeah, it's about, if you're talking about investing, yeah, hell yeah, it's about returns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the bank, you put your money in the bank, right? They may give you 3%, maybe. I don't know if it's ever that high. Like, and just for sitting your money in maybe 1%, it might be bad. Y'all research that. It's no returns versus finding a good stock, finding an eBay. You know, a Facebook, a little baby boomer, and like Microsoft, you know what I mean? These people, that stuff was 75 cents. People just put in like 75 bucks and became millionaires.
Right.
It grow your money. So instead of just sitting your money in a shoebox, that's investing. Cryptocurrency is investing. You know, it's money aspects to it, it's utility aspects to it. It's all these different entities building all these different things that people are investing in that you're going to have to pay your taxes on. Now, you're going to have to pay your taxes on that. You got to figure that out. Like, Uncle Sam is trying to get that paper, but just hit me up. Like, it's a lot. It's not just,
right.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, right now we're at about the 36-minute mark, and we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. Thank you for coming in today, Richard, man. I really appreciate your time, but I'd like for you, before you go, anybody that's trying to clear your record or needs to get in touch with Mr. Slaughter, I'd like you to give him your social media, your number, and everything like that.
225-916-0872. That's like a super fast way to reach me by text, phone call, racksworldwide.org, r.a.x.worldwide@gmail.com, trimediatransfer.com. You know what I mean? Hit me on the phone though, like that way I can talk to you. I'm not texting and driving. Don't want to do that.
Most definitely. Don't stay legal.
Yeah, don't want to do that. So hit me up so I can at least figure out thoroughly what we could do, help you out. I got you. I'm gonna hook you up with a lawyer or whatever. Like, just hit me up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. If you have any needs with clearing your record, get in touch with this man right here. He can make it happen for you. Thank you for joining us today on the Politic and Networking Show.
Thank you for having me, man.
Man, thank you so much. I also want to make one last announcement. On August the 5th, the Resistance will be hosting its 3rd annual back to school giveaway. So y'all stay tuned in for that. And thank you for joining us today on the show. Love, peace, and soul. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen, on the Politic and Networking Show. Riddell Norman. Peace.
Live.